Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Risa Fitri from class 3A, NPM 2063-10683. Today, I will explain about principle of technology used in education setting. The use of technology use will improve a realistic motivation for content area teachers to steadily integrate technology into the classroom. I will tell you 5 important points you have to do if you use technology in the teaching process. Number 1. Know your students. In order to use IT on an ongoing basis in your lessons, it's important to become familiar with your own student familiarity with technology. Most students will readily text message a friend to their cell phone or know how to access a social networking such as Instagram or Facebook, or download music to their iPod and MP3 players, but this doesn't necessarily mean they are technology literate. Students sometimes have a healthy aversion on anything that assumes of education, so one can assume student will automatically how to make a PowerPoint, a podcast, or a website, even though that may have happily download podcast and save their internet. One way to get student computer literacy level is conduct a need assessment at the beginning of the year. The result of the need assessment will enable a teacher to better judge how much technology to invest into a lesson and how much skydiving a teacher needs in order to support student learning. However, it's very important to be aware that teacher can't expect students to learn technology and English and content all the same times. Remember, just as teachers need to take baby steps when trying to infuse technology, so too do students when they are quickly trying to get their heads around the technology. Next, I will give you teaching tip. Before swimming ahead of a new topic, if you are going to use a given IT, give student classroom time to tinker with the IT in the question. In this way, they want to be trying to master technology as well as content. Allow for technology tinker time, and then when the time comes to use the technology to add instruction, neither you nor the student will get frustrated. Number 2. Choosing materials. International technology is marvelous for accessing authentic material as well as creating original research. Well, as teachers, we need to be aware of creating tests that fit the student in terms of their learning potential and computer literacy level. In addition, filtering out from students strengthens themselves to be motivated, especially else, to use the specific aspect of English they need to master. For IELTS, this translates into the following potential IT activities. For IELTS, the production state level 1, using technology that support the text with images such as a photo, graphs, or charts, or highly accessible since it links text with its visual representation and act equally as a mnemonic device. Point 2. For IELTS at the early production stage level 2. In addition to those listen for level 1 IELTS, choosing ITs that promote vocabulary, grammar, and listening equation such as exercise builders, as well as digital stories, audio podcasts, and online videos like YouTube is recommended since all IELTS will go through a silent period while learning English. For IELTS at the intermediate fluency stage level 3, in addition to those listed for level 1 and 2 IELTS, it's important to use IT that promotes speaking, reading, and writing skills, such as asynchronous. And then for IELTS at the speech emergence stage level 4, in addition to those listed for level 1, 2, and 3 IELTS, it's important to promote an IELTS CALP in other words, the subject-specific language ability. ITs that would naturally support these are tools that work in tandem with each other. Example of this include a website for VLE that combines multiple link to a communication tools. Point number 3. Student working with technology. One of the biggest challenges of technology integration into classroom tasks is the shift the role of the teacher. A feature means by which teachers can be promote learner autonomy to the infusion of IT is to allow students to work collaboratively in pairs or small group where they can engage in interaction, problem solving, or cooperative project. Next, point number 4, language use. The analysis found that second language learners were strictly creative in their use of spelling, word order, discourse, or social cultural conversations, clear indication that the use of instructional technology for communicative purpose promote language play, an important factor in second language development. One reason might be that just like the difference between the amount of students' language used in the playground compared with their use in the classroom. Urban 1999 made a distinction between public and private classroom communication and noticed that when else now that were not being monitored by the teacher, especially during network computer mediated communication active, the language production increased substantially. The last point, number 5, challenges of technology used in classroom. Other potential problem situations, especially those that can create classroom management situation, are when the teacher has students visit a website to conduct research and many of the links on the website are broken, or when the students are ready to utilize a particular online tool and the server that is temporarily down. In many school districts across the country, school district administration have security blocks in place of that students can access questionable sites from school computer. To better service is in the fact of all students, a teacher is obligated to act as a quality control agent in order to make sure students avoid wasting time accessing inferior websites and sites that contain erroneous information. Much of what student and the teacher can access contain video material. The teacher email his ill student, you have to follow understanding work, homework from last week, field trip, reflection, and textbook answer. Another challenge that may concern many teachers hoping to infuse IT into their classroom is the issue of classroom control. Often the teacher sees tight control as a means to safeguard positive students' behavior. From a behavior management perspective, teachers need to train students to work effectively in a different types of learning environments. Both teachers and students should be aware of the general principles when carrying out online activities and when using ITs. I think that's all from me. I hope you understand about the material. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.